Well, hey everybody, it's Real Honesty with John Riddle, and here's my review of WoW Women of Wrestling Episode 4. Quite a fun show. Poll above my head. Please grade it there and leave in the comments what you think. And by the way, to everybody who's watching from Twitter, if you've interacted with me during that show, and really any show, thank you guys so much for the fun interactions. I really do appreciate it. Now, this has been quite enjoyable, and the women are really working hard in the limited time that they have. I think it's like 45-48 minutes, with commercials. They are really able to build their feuds properly with great vignettes and everything. The only thing I could do without is the quick camera cuts. Like during some of the matches, it kind of makes me dizzy. I don't like that really in a lot of modern wrestling. But other than that, that's really my only complaint. And that's any company, not just WoW. The women, however, are working exceptionally hard. That's really my only quibble. Now let's get on to the positives. The show overall was pretty good. Recaps of Santana Garrett and Tessa Blanchard having a great build to their feud. Dave McClain's in the ring. Santana Garrett comes and says, I won Tessa Blanchard. But Jungle Girl comes out and says, aha, but you haven't pinned me. You may have won the title, but you never pinned me. And there was an indecisive conclusion to their last match. So then we have Jungle Girl and Santana Garrett maybe having a match. But Tessa Blanchard comes out and says, no, I won a title shot. So a triple threat match is made for later. Cool. Okay, that's a nice way to hook your audience within the first 5 minutes. There we go. And then we get Lana Star and the Beverly Hills Babe having a little bit of a selfie thing. Beverly Hills Babe taking the selfies, and Lana Star like, you have to focus. You have to focus. I'm giving you, this big proper spotlight. You need to win more matches and everything. So that leads us to Beverly Hills Babe versus Eye Candy. Eye Candy bringing a ton of energy to the ring. This was one match where I think it could have done without interference, because the interference spots were a little bit weird. Maybe mistimed. I'm not really sure. There was a nice senton roll by Eye Candy. Ouch. But good in general. Both these women are safe workers. Lana interferes a bit. It does cause Beverly Hills Babe to take over with some dirty tactics, hitting some nice mounting punches and a nice leg lock over the ropes. And Lana ends up distracting again. Eye Candy doesn't get the pin, even though she could have easily gotten the pin. Again, these interference spots were a little bit sloppy, but I'm not necessarily going to discount. Lana Star has meant a lot to the to women of wrestling, the brand itself, and the company itself. It just something was a little off about this. However, the action inside the ring was fine. There was a nice backslide bridge pin that pinned Eye Candy for the 1-2-3. So the Beverly Hills Babe gets a victory, and it seems like the motivational talk of Lana Star worked pretty well. We then get a promo afterwards where Lana says she wants to get the Beverly Hills Babe a title shot. Okay, cool. Again, nice way to hook. You line up the challengers. That's the way you build your roster. We get Steffi Slaves with a promo. It was not, talking about her growing up and everything and being made fun of, and how wrestling was her way to break out. And this was nice. This was a nice little thing, and she clearly has a ton of passion for it, and certainly has shined. I mean, I think she's only been in one match, but she has shined. She shined here, and hopefully she can get some more TV time. And she actually gets a little TV time facing off against Jessie Jones, the one who is going to make wrestling great again. I'm going to make wrestling great again. And it's just funny. It's funny. It is so funny. And there was a good quickness by Steffi. She hit some good moves. There was nice arm focus by Jessie, as her go-to move is the arm bar, the arm wringer and stuff like that. Steffi did hit some other good moves, but kept selling her shoulder. Eventually, armbar by Jessie got the win, got the tap out. That's a nice way to build a vicious submission. That was pretty damn cool. I really did enjoy that. And, Jessie, of course, I think, cut a promo before. She cut a promo before this and talked about beating Azteca and calling her Speedy Gonzalez, which is just playing up the whole, southern, southern backwoodsy, semi-racist character. I assume, but she plays it really well. I will say that much right there. But it was a good match for what it was. Jessie Jones got to shine, so did Steffi, and Jessie got the win. Nice way to build her up, since the conclusion makes me think that they might be eyeing Jessie to possibly be, the champion, or, be in line for the champion. We didn't get to see the Beast tonight, which was a bit shocking. I was expecting her to interfere in the main event, but we did get Steffi backstage icing up her shoulder, and the governor's daughter, Abilene Maverick, talking to her and like, oh, well, you're in with the adults and everything and this kind of stuff. And Steffi looked emotional. It's easy to get invested in some of the characters, so she did She played her role fine, and I think that's going to lead to a match where Steffi may end up eventually beating Evelyn Maverick, maybe in like some kind of big blow off and stuff like that, as a way to maybe take on a heel champion a number of weeks down the road. Who knows? And then we get Holodead versus Azteca. I'm disappointed I didn't get to see Holodead at a Without a Cause show the month after I got to see Thunder Rosa. Yes, that's where I got that tank top from. Got to see her there. Didn't get to see her tag team partner Holodead at the following month's show, unfortunately, because I had to cut another review because it was the day of Survivor Series. Hopefully I can see her live one day, but I digress. Nice, match here. It was actually really good with Holodead playing, the creep factor, doing good stuff, really cool style. Love her look, really do. She's certainly strong, certainly skilled in the ring. Azteca did use some nice arm drags and some speed. Holodead did work on the back with a really nice delayed backbreaker. That was really smooth. Some good strikes, and the buzzsaw kick got 2 for Azteca. And, even after Holodead had worked on the back, in the end, there was a AKA Code Red, but it was called the Azteca Destroyer, 1, 2, 3. And, hey, shockingly, Azteca got the victory. But then the lights go out, and the Voodoo Doll shows up. And what's going on with this spooky character, this spoopy character? And she is like, she's going to hit Holodead. Now she hits Azteca, and maybe there's an alliance here. Cool. Okay, that's a way to build some characters and everything. That was fun. Then we get Tessa Blanchard, Jungle Girl, and Santana Garrett in a triple threat match for the WOW Championship. My complaint here is that this was short. I think once the bell started, there was like 7 minutes left of the show. That's really my only issue. I mean, I know it's only an hour-long program, but it's like they had to cram a whole lot in there, and maybe they cut some of it and showed more to the live crowd. I'm not really sure. Don't know about that. Basically, the idea is, like with a lot of triple threats, one of the women gets tossed outside and 2 women are battling and everything. And Tessa did take advantage, slamming Santana, beating up Jungle Girl, some picking her spots. It was a nice double deathlock, with a bridge by Santana. That was really cool. Things picked up at the end, hit a move, getting some, good stuff to pick up. And Santana ends up hitting her, her finisher, while Jungle Girl hits her finisher, her splash, and then both cover Tessa Blanchard for the 1, 2, 3. So they didn't decide who the hell was the champion by the end of the show. Now, I will say that I don't necessarily, always like that kind of stuff when they do that in, triple threats or multi-person matches like this, but it's a nice way to hook it. So, okay, if they want to write Tessa Blanchard out for a bit and then have her come back after, a few episodes or something like that, since she did get pinned technically, you can continue with Jungle Girl and Santana Garrett, and maybe Santana Garrett can eventually win, and then, the Beast can take it from Jungle Girl. There's a lot of possibilities. They have a pretty stacked roster. So anyway, that's what I'm going to say, a B. I did enjoy the show overall. It was a bit smoother than last week. I would have almost given it a B+ if it had just had a bit longer of a main event. However, again, thank you guys so much for the fun interactions. And again, the poll is above my head. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I will see you soon.